Anyone who studies Chinese history will notice one thing. In the most chaotic changes in our history, the most valuable wisdoms, moral practice, strategies happened and developed in those period of time. For example, spring-autumn period, 3 kingdoms, okay, and afterward the chaotic in the Wudai Siguo, that's means 5 generations, 5 dynasty, okay, in the 10 different small lord undivided countries. And eventually how China become united, become one country. So all this chaos actually stimulate people thinking about how and what we can restore the possibility for a better future. And that is the reason why the Confucius teaching came out around that time. Lao Tzu, the Taoist Dao De Jing came out in that time, and the Art of War, for example. The most significant 3 major influencing philosophy or Chinese wisdom happened during that time. And you can say, oh, that is ancient Chinese classical learning. Does it work today? It does. For example, even today, Joe Biden claimed he did not do anything wrong. Everything's happened in Afghanistan is because the intel was not correct. It is because the intel was not correct, or is those people who sit in the Washington, D.C. failed to analyze intel correctly. Don't know, but I think it's the problem from all sides. All involved stakeholders need to take responsibility. But will America apologize? No, of course not. But one thing I noticed very interesting is Taliban actually adapt one very particular strategy from the Art of War. That is Wei Bu Gong. That means circle. Put it in the pocket without attacking inside. This strategy will only work if the thing happened in the circle already corrupted. And corruptions was the biggest problems escalated, nourished by the Americans to Afghan leaders in the last 20 years. So whose fault is that? You're clever to think about it. Earlier today, I mentioned the successful strategy that Taliban adapted this time. Wei Bu Gong. That means circle, pocket, without attacking. But what is the strategy to cost the lost Americans this time? It's not about intel. Actually, American leaders, I use the word leaders because it's more than just Joe Biden's problems, but the leaders before him as well, make the fundamental mistakes is 攻而不弃之. It is also a strategy mentioned in the Art of War. That means 攻, that means attack. When you attack and conquered, and make sure you don't abandon it. Because if you do that, the nations or the company or the person is going to lose the most valuable things in their living history, that is trust. They will lose trust, and trust is not so easy to regain once they let it fly out from the windows. That is the reason why if you merge or you conquered, make sure you don't abandon them, because it's not about the calculations of interest. It is your credibility that you can never recover easily.